Welcome to the H3 American Revolution Standard. Here's your table of contents. You can click on the title and it will take you to the correct page. Our first element for H3 analyzed the role of Georgia in the American Revolutionary Era. Element A, explain the causes of the American Revolution as they impacted Georgia. Include the French and Indian War, Proclamation of 1763, and the Stamp Act. Our learning target today is I will explain the French and Indian War and the Proclamation of 1763. Click here to watch the Brain Pop video. Login information is right here. The French and Indian War. Who was part of the war? It was the French and the Indians on one side and the English on the other. The Indians sided with the English in hopes of keeping their land. Well, unfortunately for the Indians, England won. The French and Indian War also went by another name, the 7 Years' War. They were fighting over the territory in the Ohio Valley. That's why England and France were rivals. England was France's strongest rival. Finally, the war ended with the Treaty of Paris, 1763. You need to remember the 1763 part. It was called the Treaty of Paris because it was signed in Paris in 1763. What was the impact on Georgia? The treaty gave up all French colonies in North America, but the important thing was that the Spanish had to give up La Florida to England. So now we had no more Spanish threat. Please pause your video and fill in your digital interactive notebook. With every war, there's an effect and a response. France and Britain were fighting over land in the colonies. War is expensive, very expensive. So now the British must take on new taxes to pay off the war. Britain now had control over the French claimed land. So the soldiers moved into the French forts. Now the Indians have lost their land and are very unhappy. So the king comes up with a proclamation of 1763 to make it illegal for the colonists to move west. On the next slides, please stop your video and click on your links and fill in your digital notebook. Click here to answer the 3 questions. For these 3, you must watch the video and listen. The Proclamation of 1763 had 3 goals. The first 2 goals were to make peace. We needed peace because the French and Indian War put us in debt. We needed to pay off that debt. We needed a trade relationship, and in order to do that, we needed peace. Our third goal was to help better defend and maintain the colonies and build forts along the Proclamation line.